Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Monday. So let's just find a seat. It's a little bit chilly. Oh, so nice. How are we doing this morning? Monday. This will be the last class I post until after the Thanksgiving holiday. So we're just going to do a mat yoga class today, some seated yoga. And just kind of open up the body a little bit, get back into our awareness, open up the spine, all those things. Starting a little early today, getting the studs on my car, all those little jobs that we have to do before we go across those roads safely. So I did draw a card this morning, and we're going to start there. And I think that this will reflect for a lot of people maybe what's going on in their lives right now. It did for me. And little Sophagio healing frequencies going on Spotify. You might check that out. Your plants will love that music. So if you play that in your house, your pets love it too. So again, that's Sophagio healing frequencies. I always pick a card for our highest and greatest good. Kind of focus on the energy, the subtle energy that's going around in the space that surrounds us, our subtle environment. And today I drew Pitta, and it was reversed. Pitta is a dosha that reflects our body, our energy system. So Pitta is the fire, the energy, go, 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 which I kind of am. And so hopefully this reflects for you. Has the fire you were fueled by now burned you? When Pitta is upside down, chances are your fire has depleted. Perhaps you were so focused on the next step that you forgot to remember the greater picture. It's easy to become caught up in the day-to-day when Pitta is in command. However, too much pent-up fire can cause anger, agitation, and impatience. Allow yourself to go with the flow. Life doesn't always go your way, and that's what makes it beautiful. Sometimes, we get to go down a different path, one that maybe we wouldn't have chosen, but where we're going to see things that we haven't seen before, and that's the beauty of life. Ease and grace are your mantras, and cooling fruit and vegetables are your medicine. So this is a time of the year too, especially Thanksgiving holiday, when we eat a lot of very heavy foods. So maybe take the next few days before we give thanks with our families and keep your food light, more fruity, more vegetables, things like that. So sitting on our meditation cushion or just on our mat, let's go ahead and bring the hands together in front. We might touch the thumbs. So the right hand rests in the left. And we'll just start with a little breath work this morning. Rolling the shoulders back. Sitting up a little bit taller, lifting the crown of the head towards the sky. We'll begin by breathing in and out through the nose. Taking that breath all the way in, opening the belly, opening up the side body, opening up the chest and the back. Exhaling, lifting the pelvic floor in and up. Dropping the rib cage, hugging the heart, squeezing in. Slight pause, deep breath in. Fill the whole body. Short pause, full exhalation, and we want that exhalation to be just a little bit longer than the breath in, lifting the pelvic floor, dropping the rib cage, hugging the heart. Slight pause. We'll just take 4 or 5 more breaths just like that. Softening the facial muscles, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Might draw the chin towards the throat again, rolling the shoulders back so we're getting taller, taller, taller. Breathing into the whole body. Squeezing all that air out, letting go of the things that no longer serve us purpose. Inhaling, opening, creating space. Calming the fires. So as we move through this holiday season, it's just nice to take a little bit of time for ourselves. Maybe if we take at least 5 minutes off to a quiet space and work on that breath, the expanding, the opening, the creativity, and exhaling, contracting, releasing, letting go, squeeze it out. We can get a nice, gentle workout just with the breath, the flow, in and out. Let's go ahead and take it back on our mat. We're going to start all the way down on our back. I'm going to set this bolster off to the side. And we'll start with the knees bent. And let's just start by drawing that right knee into the chest. We're going to flex the foot, dorsiflexion, and just give it a little bit of a pull. So we're pushing that foot gently towards the wall and coming down. We'll switch sides. Lift the left knee, dorsiflex the foot, and give that heel a little press towards the wall. It's not a lot. We're engaging the tissue. We move to that border, and we'll gently release. Let's reach those arms up and over the top. Nice deep breath in. And as we bring those hands down, we're going to warm up the core just a little bit by lifting the shoulders up, drawing the belly button to the spine. There's the exhalation. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Coming up, lift the shoulders, reach towards the heels, and up. And let's do about 4 more of those. Exhaling. Inhaling. We might want to hug the knees together, hugging the upper inner thighs. Feet are flat. Listening to our body. One more time. Coming all the way down, and we'll draw that right knee in again. And this time the left leg is going to go all the way out. Bring it in, side to side. Nice and easy. In and out. Warming up the hip flexors, the back. This feels really good in the morning. Reaching up, pulling down. Lengthening the whole body. Inhaling. And exhaling. One breath, one movement, side to side. Continuing to flow with the breath. Lengthening those arms out. We'll take both feet out And this time we're going to reach the palms to the sky, lifting the shoulders and lengthening down. So again, we're pressing that back down into the mat, inhaling, reaching over. Pointing the toes, we might have the heels together. Inhaling, opening the body, exhaling. Listening to the breath, so important. Tuning in. Placing our awareness of the body, of the subtle energy. Good, and coming back, and again, we'll draw that right knee into the chest. And switch sides. We might roll up through the shoulders, pressing the low back down and in. What's our intention for today? Maybe to cool the fires, to move with more grace and ease, to let go of the agitation, maybe any anger. Everything flows the way it should. It's because we don't get our way. Maybe it's because we weren't meant to today. Maybe something better is coming. We kind of get locked into a schedule, especially around the holidays, trying to make things perfect. We have to remember to just flow. And it'll gently come down. Inhale. Let's move like we're walking up a ladder. So we're going side to side with the body, reaching one leg out and bringing one hip up and other direction. So we're climbing that ladder with the arms. Side to side. Warming up that low back a little bit more. And releasing. Give it a full body stretch. Roll the ankles, roll the wrists. Waking the body up, other direction. Feels good. Lifestyle Yoga with Loretta. If you ever have any questions, you can always email me at loretta@allourbasicneeds.com. Let's bend those knees. And we're going to open the feet as wide as the mat. So heels on, toes might be off. And let's stretch the arms out to the side for some windshield wipers. Side to side. Shot a new video yesterday for massage at home. Home is where health starts. So be sure to check that out. It should be up on the website, hopefully right after Thanksgiving. And you'll be able to purchase that and work on family members and have them work on you. Touch is the first medicine. It always has been. Side to side. Then we'll come back to center. And we'll take those knees over to one side. If it's an option for you, we can reach down, grab the ankle, and bring that foot back. So this is really opening into the quadricep. Feels amazing this morning. And we just allow the body to soften. We have a nice gap between the mat and the low back. We can open up here. And we'll just stay here for about 3 breaths, breathing in nice and deep, all the way down, filling the body, filling that lower cavity space. Exhaling fully, we're still lifting the pelvic floor in and up, creating that dynamic tension as we exhale and hug the heart. Deep breath in. Fill the whole body. Exhaling fully. As we exhale and contract, We can kind of feel that quadricep lift, and it feels really good. Again, we're pressing in to the tissue, engaging that right towards the sky. Gently releasing that foot. And we'll move to the other side. So we're in that windshield wiper. Again, we can stay right here, working into the breath, or we can reach down and bring that foot all the way back. Again, we create that space underneath between the mat and the low back. Turning the palms up, softening into the breath. Feeling the belly rise and open. Exhaling fully. Honoring our bodies this morning. This is too much for your body. Definitely back it off. And grace and ease, grace and ease. One more deep breath. Exhaling fully. So we'll gently come back to center. Walk the feet in, lift the hips slightly, and let's draw both knees into the chest, rolling up into that tiny ball, and bring the knees in, and then we'll roll down through the shoulders. And again, flex the feet, engage the tissue, so we press with the heels, moving right up next to that border, the boundary. You'll know where it's at for you. Deep breath. Gently releasing feet to the floor. And let's go hip width apart again in line with the greater trochanter. Palms down, and we're just going to move through a few bridges. So we come up, roll the shoulders back, draw the scapula together if it's an option for you. Again, interlacing the fingers and bringing the blades of the hands down as we walk those scapula together. Inhaling as we come up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, opening up the rib cage, the intercostals, exhaling down, lifting the pelvic floor, inhaling up. So we're just bringing those hips down. We're not really touching the floor here. A nice gentle flow. Pressing the triceps down and in. So the only parts of the body that are touching are the feet, blades of the hands, triceps, and the back of the head. Well, the scapula too. No part of the spine is touching the mat. Lifting, breathing, opening, feeling the strength in our legs. Letting the breath move towards the sky. Lift and hold. And then we'll bring one knee in at a time. Nice and easy. Keep pressing those triceps down and into the mat. Hugging those arm bones towards each other. Hips are elevated. Nice. And we'll gently release the hands and glide down through the hips. Rolling up into that tiny ball. Rolling down through the shoulders. Engage that tissue so we press the heels towards the wall. And fold. A few deep breaths here. Rolling the ankles out once again. Big circles. Other direction. And we'll bring that left foot to the floor and take the right leg up. So we're going to flex the foot, pull the toes back. If it's an option for you, we can reach up and draw the toes towards the crown of the head, pressing out through the heel, knee extension, so we're flexing the quadricep. Nice and easy, hugging the inner thighs so we don't let that knee drop out. Up and in, just a nice stretch into the calf. Keep pulling those toes back, lengthening the heel towards the sky. Think about moving the hamstring towards the wall. Nice deep breaths. Gently release and switch sides. We bring the left knee in, pressing up, flex the foot, and bring it in. We want to keep those seat bones down, keeping in mind that one side is going to be more flexible than the other. Pressing that heel towards the sky, hamstring towards the wall, knee extension, quadricep flexed, head down, deep breathing. And gently coming down. I'm just going to move on the mat to show you the next one. So we're going to do a figure 4. So we'll take that right foot up, cross over. We want to make sure that the ankle is on the outside of the left quadricep as we bring that leg in. So we have that dynamic tension. We're pulling the left knee towards the body. We're opening up that right knee away from the body. We'll just hold this. We feel the energy in our body, turning the palms up, deep breaths. If it's an option for you, we can reach down and through, one to the outside, one between the legs, draw the knee in, and come down. Oh, feels so good. And think about pressing the seat bones down towards the mat. That'll give us a little bit more. Pressing out through the toe bud. Deep breaths. And gently release. All the way down. And we'll take that left leg up, cross over. Again, the ankle on the outside. Flex the foot, lift. Here's that dynamic tension. So we're pulling that right knee towards the shoulder, moving that left knee away from the body, and breathing. Pressing out through the toe bud. Foot is flexed. If it's an option for you, reaching down and through, and gently pulling that knee in. Feels so good. Pressing the seat bones down into the mat. Nice deep breaths here. If you have sciatica, this is just a beautiful stretch to do in the morning. You can do this still while you're laying in bed. It's better on a harder surface, but still gets the job done. Nice deep breath. And exhaling fully. And gently release. And then we'll take both feet up. So this is nice if you have a towel and you can pull down. Otherwise, we'll just hold waterfall for a few breaths. Feet are flexed, pulling those toes back towards the knees, knee extension, quadriceps flexed. Nice deep breaths. Pressing those SI joints down and into the mat, finding that perfect balance. Hugging the upper inner thighs. Stay with me. And gently release. And we're going to go ahead and roll it over onto our tummies. And we're going to walk those hands back by the sides, fingers face forward. We pull the elbows back. We're going to roll the shoulders back as we gently come up and down. Inhale up, roll the shoulders back. So we peel those elbows back towards the hips, up and down, bringing some energy into the back. And remember, each time we pull those shoulders away from the ears. Feels awesome. Bringing the tops of the feet down, and we're going to come right up to upward facing dog Bhujangasana. Let's keep the thighs down here, softening the booty, just stretching into the back, the hip flexors, and gently coming down. So on the next one, we're going to turn the palms under, and we're going to bring them right underneath the hips. So we walk the pinky fingers together. Chin comes down, alternating leg lifts, up and down. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And gently coming down, and we'll take the head to one side and then to the other side, noticing the neck. And turning the palms down once again, and we're going to lift the legs and come up and down. Squeezing into the booty. Let's bring those heels together. Inhaling and exhaling. 3 more. And 1. Good. Bend the knees, reach back for bow, press the heels to the sky and pull yourself up. Roll the shoulders back, breathing. Feels good today. Lengthen those heels towards the sky, opening up the quads. Hugging the scapula together in the back. And release. So let's bring the hands down, take it all the way back to child's pose. We're going to walk the hands back, lift the booty off the heels, and draw the third eye towards the knees. And gently coming down. Palms come down. And we'll gently roll up. We're going to open up those quadriceps a little bit more. We've been cooking or starting to prepare things, or maybe we've been at our computer planning a little bit more. Those hip flexors get a little bit shortened. So we're going to open those back up today. We're going to start with a modified camel. So we'll roll the shoulders back, bring the fists back, coming back, opening up. If it's an option for you, lifting the hips, you can open the knees a little bit wider here. Lengthening the heart center towards the sky, opening up the pecs, nice deep breaths. And gently coming down. I'm going to move back to the side. Good, so let's go ahead and open the knees up, hip width apart. Coming up, and we might turn the toes under here. Your option. Let the hips come forward, roll the shoulders back, and reach back. Very nice. Nice deep breaths. Getting our day started with some nice yoga. Opening up. Lifting, opening the heart, hugging the scapula together. Bring those hips forward. Ah. And gently releasing. Ah. Coming back to child's pose. Bring the heels down. Walk the knees together. Bring the top of the head down, third eye towards the knees, lift the hips, tuck the abs in and up. Drawing the chin towards the throat, squeezing the chin in. Giving the thyroid a little bit of energy. And gently coming down. Coming up to hero's pose, circle sweeping up. And you can turn those toes under once again. We're going to roll the shoulders back, bring the hips forward, and reach if that's an option for you. Lifting, opening the heart. Bringing the hips forward. Breathing into the belly, exhaling fully. Lengthening the head back. And gently releasing. Coming all the way down. Child's pose, hands back. Let's let the low back relax here, release. Softening across the low back as we breathe all the way down into the belly, creating space. So we'll bring the hands down. So we can do either one of those camel poses. I'm going to get a little bit deeper into this. We can open the knees here if we want to. Try to keep my heels into my seat bones here as we gently walk back. So I'm going to come down to the elbows first, lengthening the knees towards the floor, lifting the hips up, working the way down, and we'll begin to take it all the way down. Let's take a few deep breaths here. So I have my heels right in the booty, in the soft spot above the greater trochanter, medial to the head of the greater trochanter. Just allowing that space in the belly to open up, feels pretty good. Releasing, breathing. Bend the elbows and press the elbows down and in. Lift the head and gently begin to walk it back up. We'll open up the knees wide and drop down into child's pose, gently lifting the seat bones. Let's stack the fists here and bring the third eye down. And just let the belly be heavy, softening into the back. Nice and easy, moving with grace and ease, wherever we're at today. So lift the pelvic floor as we exhale and gently lift up and out of this pose. Beautiful. Let's find a seated position on our mat. Getting some energy there into the hip flexors. We're going to take one foot out to the side and tuck the other foot in. Sit forward, release the hip flexors. And as we move into this, we're going to bring the third eye towards the knee. So we want to square up the shoulders, reaching out, foot is flexed, hollow up the belly, and gently roll the chin towards the throat. Bring the third eye down. Elbows are soft, pressing forward towards the foot. Nice deep breaths. Really tucking that chin in. Breathing into the intercostals, the low back. And gently coming up. And we'll move into the other side. Extend. Pull in. Walk, lift. Release the seat bones. Flex the foot. Square up the shoulders. And reach. Soften the elbows. Hollow up the belly. Draw the chin to the throat. And bring the third eye towards the knees. Nice deep breaths, pressing those elbows towards the foot. Think about those seat bones moving back, breathing into the low back. Drawing the belly in and up as we exhale. Creating that space for lifting the thoracic spine. And gently coming up. Beautiful. We'll extend both feet out in front. Bring that right knee in. We're going to cross it over here. Lift the body. And we're going to interlace the fingers and just give it a nice little twist. Lifting, opening the heart, looking over the shoulder. The sun is out. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. And gently release. Then we'll move to the other side. Cross. Take those seat bones back. Interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders back, looking over the shoulder. Nice deep breaths into the belly. And gently release. And let's finish this series with A little lateral flexion. We're going to anchor in on the ankle, reaching up and taking it over. Lifting, opening the heart center, moving that rib cage out. Grace and ease is the mantra for the day. Don't get hung up on a direct schedule. You don't have to do that. Maybe start looking for those little side roads of creativity, new space. Start listening more instead of locking in. Roll the shoulder. Reach that rib cage out. Beautiful. Be more flexible. Allow more light, love, and abundance to come into our life. Release the rigidity and be at peace. Find joy. Share laughter. Love the light. Gently coming down. I'm going to go ahead and grab my bolster for a little bit of more back opening for my Shavasana. If you'd like to do that, definitely do it. Otherwise, we'll take it all the way down. Just gently going to come over and extend the legs. Softening into the breath. Feel the fascia opening. Make sure that we're drinking plenty of water. Sometimes as it gets colder, we forget to drink water. We definitely need it just as much in the winter. Maybe even more so as we keep our body temperature up. Softening the back. Allowing the hips to drop down. Letting the pinky toes drop open, softening the inner thighs, relaxing, releasing the tension in the shoulders. In a way that's easy for you, we'll gently bend the knees, coming up. I'd like to hang out here for just a short couple breaths to release the low back a little bit more. And gently come all the way up. Beautiful. So we'll come to a soft seated position on our mat. Remember, you can spend as much time in Shavasana as you want, focusing on the breath, calming the body, opening the mind. Rock forward, release those seat bones. Oh, feels so good. And we'll gently come up, bring that right hand into the left. Once again, connect the thumbs. Sitting up nice and tall through the crown of the head. And we have that schedule that we're planning on keeping, but just keep in mind that schedules don't always work out. We don't always get our way. To be gentle, patient, and kind to ourselves. To not have any freakouts. To go with the flow. To be in a state of grace and ease through these next few days of the holiday. Just enjoy your family. Enjoy your children, your grandchildren, your parents, your siblings. Stay away from topics that could flare up bad conversation, Get the board games out again, the cards. Just enjoy all those times. I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Have a beautiful, beautiful Thanksgiving. Shine your light, share your love, and laugh as much as you can. Let's finish with a deep breath up. Drawing those hands to the heart. Namaste. Peace. Take care.